What's up, my people, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we'll discuss how to farm at your backyard and make profits. Today, I will be discussing on how you can make money by farming at your backyard. Now, you should know that one I mean backyard is that your tiny space, what you can use that your tiny space for that can generate money for you. First and foremost, backyard farming in Nigeria can be a very great way for you to make money with very little startup capital. And now I'm going to give you the various points on how you can practically make money from backyard farming. And the first point is to choose the profitable crops or livestock. What I mean by profitable crops or livestock is that you just have to start small and focus on growing fast. And it has to be something that needs high demand. Take, for instance, livestock. And when we talk about livestock, these are animals that can generate money for you, and at the same time, they require very little space to start with and very little capital. For instance, the first one is broilers. Broilers are known for meat production. So, and they have a very short lifespan of 6 to 8 weeks. What this means is that within 6 to 8 weeks, they attain maturity, you can sell them. Then the second livestock that I will encourage you to go for if you have a little space at your backyard is layers. Layer beds are known for egg production. Once they start laying, they lay eggs for 1 year to 1.5 years. And when you sell the eggs, you make profit from it. They start laying as from 8 weeks, they start laying from 18 weeks to 22 weeks. That's when they start laying. And as days goes by, their production increases and you make money. Then the third one is catfish farming. You see, catfish farming is a very lucrative business that you can start at your backyard, provided you have a channel or a place where you can drain the water to, and they can grow to a market size within 4 to 6 months. So now another farming that you can also do at your backyard is rabbits. Rabbits require very small space and they have the market is there. You can also go into grass cutter farming. Grass cutter farming is a very lucrative business that you just need a very tiny space to go into. That is for livestock. Now, let me talk about crops. Some of the crops that you can farm are vegetables such as ugu or the fruited pumpkin. You can also farm spinach, tomatoes, pepper, okra, and many others. All these ones, even if you don't have space, or for instance, the compound you are is interlocked or it is paved, you can use sandbags. By planting them in sandbags, you are utilizing the space. Then another crop is herbs, just as scent leaf, bitter leaf, curry leaf. Those are small vegetables that you can plant and sell at intervals to your neighbors or to at the market, and you make money from them. Then the point number two is use smart space management. When we talk about smart space management, it involves either vertical farming, whereby you use shelves or hanging planters or vegetables. You can also use sandbags in form of vertical farming. Then container garden, where you use a bucket, old basin or tires to plant. Then you have the deep litter or bucket cage system for poultry in small space. The space, if you are using deep litter, a space of 10 feet by 10 feet that can barely take 100 beds will accommodate 100 beds if you use battery cage. So you have to use space management technique so that you can achieve more. Then the third point is to start with basic equipment. Now, if you are going into this backyard farming, you don't need the expensive equipment. You can improvise. You don't need expensive tools. For instance, you can use old drums for your fish, or You can use bucket that is cut for your water drinkers. You can use plate or tray for your feeders if you are going into the broilers. Then you can use chicken cages or wood. You can use bamboo to construct your cage for your birds. You can use wood, leftover wood from housing that people used from roofing. You can use those wood. Take for instance, this cage you are seeing was constructed with soft art materials. None of these materials outside nails, none of the materials used for the construction of this cage were bought outside nails. The wood you are seeing here are gotten from a nearby house that was being roofed. I just have to pick the cut off and use to construct this cage. The zinc also is an old zinc I got from somewhere that I just used. So you can see that the construction of this cage was done by me. I don't need anybody. And this cage can take 30 birds conveniently, 30 broilers conveniently because there is proper ventilation for them. So you can also use local feeders and drinkers. So these are things that you can actually start with if you want to start poultry farming at your backyard. That is, you don't need huge equipment or expensive equipment. Then the fourth point is to minimize cost and maximize profit. Now, to minimize cost and maximize profit, it means that if you are doing vegetable farming, all you just need to do is to get manure, use compost or organic manure, food waste, gather them and use them for manure instead of going to buy expensive fertilizers for your vegetables or for your crops. Now, you can also try as much as possible to formulate your own poultry feed. That is if you have experience. But if you don't have the experience, go for already made feed. Now, you can also reuse containers and old materials for whatever construction that you want to do. Then another point is to harvest rainwater for irrigation. This is cumbersome to people that don't have water supply, that lack water. You can use your rain water or farm during the rainy season instead of you going to buy water to water your crops. You might end up using the money for it. Then, now, the fifth point is sell your product. This is where you will make huge money from it. You can sell to your neighbors and local markets. When they know that you have fresh eggs, you have fresh vegetables, and they are directly from the farm, they will love to patronize you. You can also sell to schools, churches, and restaurants regularly and based on demand. Then you can also sell online. Maybe you post continuously on your WhatsApp status or on your Facebook. When you post continuously, let me tell you something about posting continuously on your WhatsApp group. When you post and people see your products every time, they will be tempted to say, okay, let me give it a try someday. And by the time they try it and they saw that it's nice, then they will continue buying from you instead of going to the market. And even if the distance is long, at first you can give them free, you can deliver free. Then as time goes on, you now introduce pay for delivery to them. And before you know it, you've carved a niche or you've carved a business for yourself. Now, the sixth point is for you to reinvest and grow. For instance, if you are starting with a broiler, you don't need to start with 100 broilers. No, you can start with as little as 5 to 20 broilers or 10 buckets of vegetable, whereby you plant very few ones and experiment. Then, as you acquire more knowledge, you expand and you reinvest your capital into the business. By so, you are trying to grow, you are growing. So you have to reinvest the profit into more beds, more crops, and for better houses. So you are not improving. Then you should also make sure that you keep records to track the profit and the loss, know where you earn and how to improve. So that is the sixth point. Then the seventh tips for success. This is the bonus point which I have for you because you've stayed this long. Is the seventh point, which is the tip for success. One is that you should start small and learn by doing it yourself. You have to be involved in it. By so doing, you will be successful. Then two, focus on one or two ventures first. You don't have to do multiple ventures like you are planting vegetable, you are planting ugu, you are planting okra, you are doing this, you are doing this. No, just focus at maximum of two, minimum one. By the time you do this, you'll be able to see that yes, you are getting the knowledge that you need and you will definitely expand. Then the top point or the top tip for you to be successful is network with other small farmers for support. And what this means is that you should meet small farmers also, share ideas with them, tell them your experience. They will tell you their experience too, and you can learn and grow your farm at your backyard. Then you can also learn from YouTube or attend local training. Go to YouTube. If you have any challenge, go to YouTube. Don't just listen or watch one video. Watch series of videos, different videos, and get their and pick important points from them. So you add it to your knowledge and you are bound to grow. I believe if you can follow this simple step, no matter how small your backyard is, something can fit into it that will earn you money. It might be small at the beginning, but if you are consistent and follow this simple step, you will definitely make profit and expand your business. Thanks and God bless. Please help me to grow my channel by subscribing. Thanks and God bless. See you in my next video. Peace out with love.